Hey, this is the Print and Press Studio, and I'm Avery, the owner of Print and Press Design and Apparel. In the last video, I talked to you guys about my 5 favorite tools that are not my printer, that make life easier for me as a printer and shirt maker. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I manage my orders. So I have 2 different ways that I manage my orders, and they both kind of go together. I use Trello, and I have created a production queue template. There are a couple people that work here at Print and Press Studio, although I'm the only one in the shop. I've got a couple of remote sales girls, a social media person, that sort of thing. We kind of run everything together. So Trello and the production queue and our customer management system, which is also inside Trello, go really well together. But today we're going to talk about order management. The Trello video with the production queue is a whole, that's a whole separate video. That's a whole separate topic. That just needs to be by itself. So I use these little pockets to manage my order printouts. I'm going to cover up her address. It's right here. I use these little pockets and hang them on the wall. I've got some hooks back here. I use those to kind of keep track of what I'm working on. Every order gets its own pocket. I've only got 4 at the moment, but I do have some more in my Amazon cart because I need a whole lot more. But I usually only have 4 orders in production at a time. That's about the most that I can handle. Like I'll print 1 order and start pressing the shirts, and then have, patches going, DTF prints going, that sort of thing. And I can even have vinyl going back here at the same time. Actually, I have 5. I lied. But the great thing about these is that you can just spray them. I'm using Harris cleaning vinegar. You can just spray them with Windex, degreaser, whatever, and you can write on them with Expo markers, dry erase markers. So I like to write on mine. I'll take notes, anything, in that sense. If someone comes in, I know exactly where I'm at with their order, or if they call. It does not go, sorry, I'm putting prints today too. It does not go in the pocket until I'm ready to start production. And what I mean by starting production for us is if their prints are being printed, it's in production. Their shirts are being pressed, it's in production. If their hats are being cut, or their patches are being cut for their hats, it's in production. That's sort of my system, and I print off 2 copies of every order. The customer gets a copy, obviously, and then I get a copy, and when the order's complete, I will erase everything that's written down here. These are just what I'm starting on for this week. If the order has been completed, I will write it on my copy of the piece of paper, and it goes into my filing cabinet under that month. And then this is the first year being in my office and managing everything myself, besides just being on Etsy. So I plan on doing baker boxes that way to store orders for the year or whatever. But this is how I manage 2 copies and any elements that go with the order. Like this is a Fair order, so every day I check my different platforms, which are Fair, Etsy, Shopify, and my QuickBooks. And all elements that go with that order are paper put together and go in this folder together. So when I need a shipping label for an order, I've already printed it. Shipping label's already there. So everything with that order, when it goes into production, it already has its shipping label. It already has everything to go with it. So all I have to do is pull it out, stick it on, fill out my copy of the order, put that in the filing cabinet, and the other one goes with it. Super simple, but this is what works for me. I know a lot of people use electronic management, like their computer with Trello or whatever. I don't. I use these. I do, however, eventually want to add a whiteboard system, but these walls can be written on, so I'm going to figure out how to add that. But for now, this works, and it was super cheap. I will link the pockets down below on Amazon. They're on Amazon. I can send a link to the ones that I purchased and the other set that I plan on purchasing. And then this is just a pen and gear dry erase marker. You can use Expo, whatever you want. I think you could even use Sharpie. Don't quote me on that, but Sharpie and maybe some alcohol would work. But yeah, this is my system, and if it helps, I'm happy to walk you guys through it a little bit slower. Maybe spend a day in production with me if you guys want to, if you want to see how this works in real life. But yeah, Let me know in the comments.